topics and opinions expressed on the following show are solely those of the hosts and their guests and not those of W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4WN Radio, its employees, or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4WN Radio.
Welcome to my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives. I'm Debi, your certified holistic health coach. I revitalize people's lives by helping them identify the root causes of the health and mindset issues and create a custom, natural, holistic strategy to address them in the areas of mind, body, and soul. As a health coach, I'm not allowed to say that I heal, treat, cure, prevent, or diagnose any diseases. I certainly can make your body more efficient by reducing symptoms. You'll feel better, be more productive, and enjoy life more. Not many people have released 70 pounds, had a health and mindset transformation, and kept fit and trim for over a decade. I have, and I have staying power. It's been over 11 years. I even became a half marathon runner at the age of 51 when I never ran from childhood to adulthood due to foot pain. And I have done 8 half marathons so far. Mindset is the key to lasting change. As a certified holistic health coach, I do revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset. I guide them to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrients. My coaching is for optimizing your health, efficiently releasing weight when needed, and enhancing your mindset. With my clients, I help them recognize that their thoughts, feelings, and emotions drive their actions and results. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. That's why it's crucial to have a positive mindset in life. It's also imperative to manage your emotions and release those low vibrational emotions such as fear, frustration, and doubt, because all they're going to do is slow you down and get you stuck physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Like a hot air balloon that has ballasts, I help my clients release those emotional balances and baggages so they can uplift to a better, healthier life. And in turn, they are releasing their stress. They're getting healthier and they are reshaping their core beliefs. You will see and feel the differences with my coaching programs. Ask me about them. Go to my consultation button at Debi Changes Lives, DebiChanges Live as in victory, es.com/linktree, LINKTREE. And there I will guide you to that better, happier, healthier life with custom natural solutions for you in the areas of mind, body, and soul. And I have another podcast collaboration. It is Vibe Up Your Mind, Body, and Soul. And it's with me, a certified holistic health coach, and 4 women in the energetic wellness realm. Denise Capiate, Evelyn Mutters, and Jay Frey. We all have topics, and you're going to be fascinated with what you're going to learn about mind, body, energy, emotions, and sound that unite as holistic practices to elevate wellness, restore balance, and unlock your true potential. It goes live on Saturday, December 6th at 2 p.m. And you're welcome to watch the replay if this time is not convenient for you, and you still get all the offers. Now, if you want to know more about our topics, you go to my previous episode, Holistic Vibe Up Your Mind, Body, and Soul, all spelled out in one word, and holistic is with a WH. And if you want more information, pricing, and signing up, you go to mosatuners.ca/mind-body-soul. Learn more about this by going to that site. My guest today is Alma Tarelli, who is a former yoga teacher and accounted for 23 plus years, and now is a money mindset mentor for spiritual entrepreneurs, blending breathwork, energetic healing, and practical financial guidance. She helps heart-led leaders to clear subconscious money blocks and activate abundance in all areas of their life. Her work weaves ancient yoga wisdom and grounded financial strategy, where spreadsheets meet sacred breath. She illustrates that her yoga practices, pranayama and kira, I hope I pronounced that right, and deep meditative techniques are not just breath work for health, but also a path for transformation and energetic mastery. That work eventually led her to see how deeply our nervous system, breath, and subconscious mind influence how we show up in money, business, and life. She's also a published author of Gratitude is the Way and a co-author in Navigation Tools to Thrive in the Human Experience. Both books explore mindset, healing, and energetic abundances. Today, we'll be discussing 7 limbs of yoga teach balance, abundance, inner peace, and money mastery. So let's welcome Alma Tarelli, a former yoga teacher, to money mindset mentor. Alma, welcome to my show.
Oh, thank you, Debbie, for having me here. It's a pleasure to be here. And also, thank you for the work that you're doing, changing lives.
Oh, thank you so much for that, Alma. That was really lovely. So why don't we start? How did you go from being a yoga teacher to a money mindset mentor helping entrepreneurs?
I was an accountant. I still am an accountant. I've been in accounting for 23 years. So you'd think that I'm all about strategy. I started yoga. It was not a linear journey. I started yoga many years ago. And I heard, and I'm a firm believer of this, that if you really want to learn something, you have to learn how to teach it to others. So I started practicing yoga in the beginning, and then I entered the journey of teaching yoga. And so what I've discovered is that yoga is the only practice, and I'm not diminishing other practices, but yoga is the only practice that unites the mind and the body. I mean, I've never heard someone say that gym changed my life. Yes, your physical body. And again, I'm not diminishing the practices, but I've heard people say yoga changed my life. As you are aware of, we both belong to the Athena circle that we talk about combining the energy, mental body, and the physical body into the alignment. And so yoga aligns all these components. So not only the physical body, because we Westerns believe that yoga is all about the poses and asanas, and it's not about that. It's about the mental body. You become aware. When you become meditative, you become aware of your mental chatter. You become aware of how your emotions go up and down, and also your physical body. So I'm very passionate about yoga. I started teaching it, and that's where I see that all my limiting beliefs I also see in other people and later on my clients. And so I combine the strategy with the energetic alignment into the business. Now I help entrepreneurs, spiritual entrepreneurs especially, and I work with women one-on-one in removing the blocks that they have toward abundance, and also discovering the fears, the subconscious patterns, the way we grew up, especially in the first 7 years when chakras are created, have a lot to do with the way we live the life right now. And so when we do this work with my clients, we do not focus only on the goal, on the money. Money is one component of it, but we focus on the whole alignment, so energetic and the physical strategies. So I'm passionate about this work, and it has been a journey. It's not linear. It started as an accountant, and now I'm a mentor. And I'm enjoying this so much because I feel this is my calling, and it's a beautiful journey to be on.
And it's lovely that you incorporate all this in all the work that you do. So can you explain how breath work helps shift someone's relationship with money or even success?
So let me ask you the question. When we first come into this world, what is the first thing that we do?
Oh, when you're born, you cry.
Yes, you cry, of course, but you breathe. That's the first thing. And when you leave this world, what is the last thing that you do? You breathe out. They say last breath, right?
Mm-hmm.
It is so important. But because we cannot see it, breath is not physical. That's why people do not focus. But I've noticed in my work that when people live in fight or flight response, they breathe shallow and they breathe only from the upper part of the body. And so to go into the parasympathetic nerve, you have to calm down. That's what breath offers. It is life-changing because it offers you this opportunity to be grounded, to take deep breaths from the belly and to ground yourself. So you don't live only on the fight or flight response. So you ground yourself. And I've seen people shift their whole emotional, even if they're going through anger or crying, only through. And no wonder that right now, every single influencer that I see, they go breath work, and so on, because it is so important. Breath actually has to do more with the spiritual body. You cannot see it. You feel your body with it, and it is so important. So if you are that kind of entrepreneur that you want to only do, goal, you'll burn out if you do not stop. Breathe deeply and take care of your energetic body. So it is really, really important. Every client of mine, I always teach them one thing. If you have a practice, and especially if you do it first thing in the morning, it is breath. Pay attention to your breath. Even a long inhale and exhale, it will bring your body back. Especially in the yoga, it is more advanced. You learn different types of breath, different, like if you really want to be energized, there is a certain breath, they call it ujjayi, that you breathe faster and you bring so much energy and power into it. And if you want to be grounded, you do the exhale longer than the inhale and so on. But breath, it's very, very important. If you see, during the day, we do not pay attention to the breath unless you consciously pay attention, right? We breathe shallow and so on. But if you pay attention to the breath, you are not going to leak as much energy as you usually do throughout the day. So you be aware, you be conscious of your body, you be conscious of your. So it is a profound work dealing with breath. And breath, see, in yoga, there are three components: the breath, the meditation, and it's called Kriya, the one that I do in the morning, and also the asanas, the physical posture. So physical posture is only one aspect. So breath is really important. As I said, we come into this world breathing, we leave this world breathing out. So it's really important to pay attention to your breath daily. 2-3 breaths. To when you want to cleanse, breathe out more than you breathe in, and so on. I also sometimes when I cannot sleep in the night, I just close one nostril. You close the right nostril, you breathe from the left, immediately you'll fall asleep in 30 seconds. So there are lots of tools that yoga offer. Yes, we can go deeper if you want in another time, but I do lots of tools, tricks, I'd say tricks from yoga. So
I know when I was younger, and especially with my son, at the age he is right now, he's like 23, breathing or understanding how to meditate was such a foreign thing. Well, in our society here in the United States, I don't know, because you grew up somewhere else. But my whole point is that people just don't understand that it will work. You need to be patient and just do it and just discover. It's a journey of discovery.
That's right. That's beautiful. Journey of discovery yourself. And so even for me, in the beginning, when I started meditating, it was very challenging because your mind, which is its job, all the mind does is think and judge and constantly 24/7. And it's okay. I consider mind as every organ. You cannot stop liver, you cannot stop heart, you cannot stop your brain, right? And so, but meditating, when you truly meditate, you become the observer, you witness what's going on, you see all the stories repeating and so on. So it is a profound work. It took me a while to learn how to meditate. It's not that easy because your body says, get up, you have to do this, you have to pick up the kids, you have to do the chores, and why did you do this, why did so it goes on and on with stories and analyzing that. And once you start becoming meditative, it is a whole different thing. Then you see all the roles that you play, all the programming, the mind that doesn't stop, and how you give in, you get up, you command the body, and so on. So it's a beautiful work.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Now, we're in a world of interesting things going on, that's all I can say. And why is yoga more important than ever in today's busy, chaotic world?
So here's the thing with yoga, as I mentioned. Yoga is the only science that offers some remedy, that not some, but a lot, offer the remedy of uniting the mind with the body, because we have the senses, so we believe that everything is physical, and it's not. You have a mental body, you have an emotional body, you have a spiritual body. We cannot see them, however they exist, whether we like it or not. Mm-hmm. And so yoga bring an alignment between these 4 different aspects, 5, and there are more, but for us, 4. So what happened with most of us is that we look for happiness and peace outside of us, right? So we chase achievement, goals, status, validation. We want to be happy so badly. We chase money, we chase happiness, we chase peace. We do all kinds of stuff to have them. And yoga offers the opportunity that you become peace. You become love. You become abundant just by being, by noticing how abundant is this universe, starting from breath and so many things that we have. Debi, we live in the most abundant time in the world, in the history of the world. Yes. Yet we complain and we say all kind of stuff about everything. We've never been so abundant. Yet we live in misery and scarcity in the old programming, and we chase. And yoga offers this, just become it. And it is an alignment not only for the physical body. Your intuition expands, because what happens when you become meditative or in yoga, you create space. So you because that's all it is. The mindset work is interrupting your thought. So everything that you thought till this moment, or you judge it on this, you stop it, right? So that's what yoga and meditation offer. You stop the pattern. You create space for something new to enter. They call it download now, or I got download. That's what it is. Your mind is not operating. It operates, but it becomes that subtle that the download comes, or the intuition is sharpened.
It gives you space to bring something down.
That's right. So it is an alignment between the physical body, the emotions, the intuition, and I think it's really, really important. I remember when I first started, I met a yogi, an old yogi, and I said, but I'm so busy. I have 3 kids, I have work, I have this. And he's like, just take yoga with you wherever you go. And I did not understand what he meant in the beginning. But now I know. When I feel frantic and rushing and busy, and I tell myself, okay, slow down, and I start with the breath. That's what it means. Take yoga wherever you go. Unite the body and the mind. If you say, let's say, tomorrow I'm going to start the diet, that's your mind speaking. Your body has a different agenda. Let me eat 1 more chocolate, right? That's the disconnection. I am I'm being funny right now, but that's a disconnection. The mind says something and the body does something else. And so yoga offers this opportunity to unite the body and the mind, that you say, you know what, I choose to be healthy. I'm not going to eat that anymore. And so that's why I think that the alignment is really important. Yoga offers this opportunity. I never heard, another practice saying that Pilates did this, or so yoga offers this opportunity. It is rich. Yoga is so rich, and there are 84 major poses. But I have to tell you that as many birds are in the sky, as many poses you can create. I've heard this, and it is so true. So yeah, it is very important. Wherever you go, how busy you are, just take yoga with you for a little bit.
That's lovely. That's a lovely, concept that your yoga told you about. That's wonderful. And it's also a great reminder, too. So, now can you explain the 7 limbs of yoga and how they apply to life?
So I'll also read the Sanskrit words, but actually there are 8, and the 8th one is the alignment and the bliss. So we'll leave that aside because I don't think most of the people are there, but I'll mention the 7 ones. So the first one, it's yama. It's called yama, but actually it's the ethic toward other people. Are you violent toward other people? Are you judging constantly in your head? So the way we treat the world, this is the first one, the first aspect. The second one is niyama. Niyama is self-discipline. Do you do what you say? Are you able to self-study? Are you able to discipline yourself, to take care of yourself? So this is the second one, is how you treat yourself. The third component is asana. Asana is the physical posture, and not for Instagram. But if you are able to do it, if your body do it. In the beginning, when I started yoga, I remember I did a shoulder stand, and I'm like, wow, I'm so excited. And listen, it's not about that. It's how deep you are, how you create space in your heart, in your shoulders, in your muscle, create something that you never done before. So this is the third component. The fourth one, we touched on it, is breath work, pranayama. Very important. If you control your breath, you control your life. No matter how chaotic is outside, if you are centered and you let go every chatter, then you are in control of your life. So breath is our superpower. The fifth one is pratyahara. It's called withdrawal of senses. So what this teaches is to pull inward. Like, we have a tendency to react to every single thing that happened. My daughter is crying, I overreact to what happened, this and that. Something goes wrong with the business, everyone reacts. So we live in reactive mode. And this pratyahara is withdrawal of senses. You go inside, you go deep inside, and the voices outside calm down. So this is the fifth one. The sixth one is called dharana, and it is focus in one point concentration. So because we live in the culture of multitasking, right? You want to do so many things in the same time. Sometimes we cannot do them well. Even in the business, unless you focus, you have a clear focus, single focus point, then you can succeed. So this is the sixth one. And actually, this is where manifestation begins. If you simply desire things and just be on the head, you are not going to go anywhere. If you start focusing and putting energy toward that, then you start manifesting. So this is the sixth one. And the seventh one, dhyana, this is meditation. This is where we become witness, and we begin to free ourselves from attachment. Any attachment is not good. The attachment has to do more with ego. The attachment creates fears. If I don't have this, I'll suffer. If this goes, I'll suffer. So this one is detachment, observing, and also detachment. So when you go into this journey, you start creating or cultivating power and purpose deep inside you. So these are the 7 pillars. There are 8 actually. I didn't mention the bliss and the enlightenment because it sounded it's only for some people, but the 7 are more, the 7 one are more practical, so to speak. So these are the 7 pillars.
Yeah, it seems like you're going up to a layer of ascension, meaning
That's
that,
right.
that
That's
you're
right.
going to higher and higher and higher layer or level. And when you're teaching yoga and people are getting balance and inner peace and abundance, and also emotional mastery or money mastery, whatever
Right.
part of your life it is.
Yeah.
So they really need to really get up to master the breath work first.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so that's what it is. I do not do yoga with my mentor, with my mentoring. I do lots of breath work, and I give them exercises to have a practice so they can practice it daily to ground themselves. I don't do yoga in the session. However, yoga itself have made me see the patterns, the subconscious belief, blockages that they have, and so on. So it is a profound work, yes.
Yeah, the breathing, it just gives you a moment to pause, because when someone's in a ruminating or overthinking mode or anything like that, so many thoughts are coming at them. It's kind of like the wave of, subconscious is waving all these thoughts, feelings, and emotions in them. And that's why they're getting into this, fear, activation of the sympathetic nervous system. And that breathing not only slows down their breath, mind, but also their body. And they aren't so anxious anymore. And that pausing gives them a time to reflect how to handle a stressful situation, rather than, like you're saying, reacting to it. They're being more proactive because they're thinking about, what's the best thing I can do in this particular situation. We might be in an earthquake, okay, here in California, but what's the best thing to do? Well, for me, is to get into my shower, because it will protect me. But after that, it's, I think I even had an earthquake going on during one of these podcasts, and all you can do is just ride the wave of the earthquake, and then let it go. I mean, there's nothing you can do to control an external event, right? But the way you think about it.
Yeah. So what I would add something is that when you do this work, that you work somatically, they call it somatically now, you sharpen the intuition. And so what happens is you know if you want to go that way or not. If you're going to go into a place and there is going to be commotion, or you want to, so you sharpen that intuition, that you know exactly where you want to go. And so the spiritual work and energetic work, from all these years that I've been into this journey, have taught me one thing. You learn how to support yourself and also create that belief that you are supported from God. This is very important.
Yes, it is.
And I don't want to sound religious or anything, but that's the whole point of any inner work, any energetic work, any somatic work, that you feel supported in your body, and also you feel supported from the Supreme. We are all human. We come here for a purpose, and our journey is self-discovery, basically, but also to find the reason that you came here, to find the passion, to find the purpose that you are here. So
yeah, and for some people it takes a little more time than others, but that's okay. I mean, I was focused on something different when I was younger, and then I realized, I really don't want to do that. And then I had a big shift in my path, and I was doing something completely different, which is what I'm doing now, holistic health. And, I had no idea the possibilities of it, all this natural ways of doing things, until I started going down that avenue. And I'm constantly growing and learning and bringing in more information and teaching others as well. And I'm sure you've been on this journey too, because you even though you're a yoga teacher and you did accounting, it does relate together. You actually are marrying the two, because you're trying to open up someone's mind to see more possibilities financially as well as life.
That's right.
And you're calming them down too.
And I relate with your journey, because also mine is constantly evolving and expanding. And once you start this journey, the spiritual path, you can stop. It's not only physical anymore. So I'm like my brother always says that you're gonna die in school. He makes fun of me. I always will be a student. I always would learn, and I believe that I'm a genuine seeker. What is it there? What is more to life? Is that it? Why do we come here? Like how to bring balance, how to bring peace, how to actually work. Right now, I'm working with how to work from the heart, not from the mind. Not simply the goal, but fulfillment. Heart is a very special place, and it is probably the only place that create the wholeness in us.
Yes.
It's a very, very important center to me.
And so you're navigating the chakra system to create this transformation that you're creating.
That's right.
Yeah, because you know, to tell you the truth, I'd be very bored if I wasn't learning something new and growing from it. And even though you may have this little failure here or there, it's a learning moment to do something better. And
That's
I won't call it failure. It's just something that didn't work out quite the way you thought, and you just move on.
So now that you mentioned the chakra word, I would say something that there are 7 energetic centers in our body that we know of. I mean, yoga says that there are 112, but 7 that are major, starting from the root chakra, from sacral chakra, solar plexus, heart chakra, throat chakra, third eye chakra, which has to do with intuition, and crown chakra. So what yoga does, and all the poses and all this work, it brings these 7 energy centers in balance. That's why yoga is so important. There are the first 3 chakras in the body, which is the root chakra, sacral, and solar plexus, are the 3 main chakras. And most of the people and clients that I've worked, they are blocked in the first 2, which is survival. The root is survival. And the second one is they don't feel creative, they feel bored, they feel annoyed, they don't know what to do next. And because the second chakra has to do with creativity, and the third one is doing, the solar plexus is with doing. And so most of the people are stuck in the lower chakras. We call the lower chakras. Once you do some work and you pass those 3 chakras, then you go to the heart. And actually, if you see that the solar plexus to the heart is a little bit of journey. And that's why sometimes I hear people saying, oh, the longest journey is from the head to the heart. And it is true. So even from the lower chakra to the heart is the same distance from the heart to the mind. And so once you go to the heart chakra, which you do everything from love and you open in this, you have found your purpose. You're not living anymore in survival. So it's a very, very good work. So how these chakras can be underworked or overworked. You see, if you feel, let's say, don't feel secure, is under, it's out of balance, then you live in scarcity. I will not have any more money. Who would love me? I feel insecure about that. I feel insecure about my physical body, and so on. If it's overworked, then you come stronger. You come with a stronger energy, but it's not beneficial to you. You feel overly secure, or you can, let's say, gossip, bully others, and so on. And so when these are not in balance, you are not in balance. So the first 3 are the survival chakras, they call it. Most of people are under these 3. Once you open it and you go into your heart, then the life flows in a different direction.
That's interesting. That really is interesting, because you are becoming a more secure, confident person at that time. And you are really seeing the light. I don't want to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but you're seeing the light of why you're here.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're guiding yourself to accomplish it. So that's really, you have to get to the heart in order to elevate.
Yeah. That's right. Or a simple illustration. It is this. Let's say someone has lots of ideas and they don't come to fruition. Why? You have brilliant ideas. Your head thinks of so many things. There are so many opportunities. Why not? Because you get the idea. You have to cross through this center, which is the third eye. And this is about the vision. Do you have a vision? Suppose that you also have the vision. Okay, we come to the throat, because the idea comes this way, right? So you come to the throat. Do you have the capacity to verbalize your vision? So
Yeah.
most of the spiritual entrepreneurs, they have so many ideas, they have so many powers, so many goals to do, but do you speak your truth? Huh? So it comes to the throat chakra. So some of them you could see that they can barely speak, or even though they have brilliant ideas. So you have to do some work to open your chakras. As a matter of fact, I had a client, she's a singer, and lately she hasn't seen much success, and I could see the voice, she's constantly doing like the voice is clearing, right? And so you have to do certain things to open the voice. And then suppose that you also have the voice, you come down to the heart. Will this serve other people, or you want it only for your simple interest, for your ego, or just will it serve? So if it's like a heart project, I'm sure it'll be fruitful. And then you go a bit down. Do you have the creative? Do you have the capacity to hold this? How secure you are? So there are many layers to something, but I see so many people say, I want to do this, I want to influence, I want to impact. Yes. Do you have the capacity? Do you have the foundation? Do you have your root chakra stable, that yes, I have everything that I need to succeed? I have the creativity. The second center is about the creativity. Do you have the creativity on? Because the goal, it's not only a simple direction. You would have people that will help you. You would need so many things, right? And also the solar plexus, which is the do. Do you want to do that? Or some days you feel like doing, and some days you feel sleepy, you don't feel like doing a project, and you don't have the energy to. So that's what I'm saying. You have to check when you really want to manifest something. You have to have this imbalance. You have to have the body aligned. You have to have the mind aligned. You have to have you have to come from the heart if you really want to succeed. And one more thing. Sometimes when, especially entrepreneurs, when they speak, and they feel unsure, the other people, they sense this.
Yes,
Like,
they do.
you feel it now. You feel that I'm telling you the truth, right? And if I don't know this, you'd feel that I don't know what I'm talking about, right? So other people sense that. So even if you don't know someone personally, the moment that you hear, because sound is very important, that's how we are created, by sound. The moment that you hear the person speak, you can tell right away, right?
Mm.
It's not someone can say that. I see people that saying, influencer, I can do this, and I can actually see that it's not true because of the voice, right? Like you start when you start this journey and you work on yourself, you also detect it on other people.
Mhm.
So you kind of sharpen your intuition, right? So that's why I'm so passionate about this work. It also, for me, like I was an accountant, and I didn't have the voice before. And you know my story. Like I grew up under communism, we were persecuted, and I also live in lots of fear. And it took me a while to clean that. And once I started this journey, then I can see I did inner child work. We worked energetically in our Athena circle with our wonderful Dagmar and so on. That's why I do not give up in this work, because it is life changing.
It is. I used to be a wallflower, so to speak. I introvert, and now I'm more of an extrovert, and I'm having a lot more fun being an extrovert. And I'm not really a total extrovert, you know what I mean? But I am speaking, and I'm being, and not so subconscious of how I come across, which means I'm more, confident. So, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Now, what is your offer for our audience today? You have two offers.
I send that to you. So we didn't talk much about this, but we, like what the work that I do with my client is that we discover the money blocks, which is rarely about the money. Money is only one component, has many things to it. The abundance in general has to do with creativity, with alignment, with your power, with your love, and so on. So there are many blocks that I've seen in my work. There are four major ones that I put a quiz, and the link that you have will be the which block you have more dominant.
Right. So I think it's a what's your money block is what you're talking about, the quiz?
Yes, what's your money block? So that's the one. You take the quiz and you'll see what is your dominant pattern. Are you afraid, like, are are you afraid of receiving? Let's say it might be one pattern. Another pattern would be hard work. I really need to work hard. This is the most common one. I really need to work hard for money. And my father worked all his life. We barely had any money. So, and also my husband and me before. Once you're aligned, then you make money. And there are many other blocks. Um, I noticed that with spiritual entrepreneurs, they are into self-sacrificing and they don't want money because they don't want to look corrupt. This is so common. So you'll discover all in the quiz. And the first one is Chakra and Abundance PDF. It is a recap of the 7 chakras and what energies are. And I gave some simple poses if you would like to try and remove certain energies from the body. So these are my offers.
Yeah, so the chakra offer is bit.ly/Alma Tarelli Chakra and Abundance. And you can download that PDF. And then for that quiz, which is what's your money block, that's at bit.ly Alma's what's your money block. And you can get it there. And of course, you're always welcome to reach out to her at her website, which is almatarelli.com. That's ALMATARELLI.com. And those are wonderful offers, Alma. And they're going to be very beneficial for people to get more enlightenment with what's going on with them. So thank you. And would you like to be a guest again?
Of course, I'd love to be a guest again. And I forgot to put maybe the Calendly, or I'm in social media, Instagram, Facebook, and I'd love to be a guest. And I just share this with your audience, like a final remark kind of thing. You're allowed to be both spiritual and successful, because sometimes the entrepreneurs, they're too spiritual, they're afraid of success. So you're allowed. And if there is one thing that I want the listeners to get from this, is that create a little practice first thing in the morning. Even if it's a gratitude with 3 things that you are grateful, even if you have nothing to be grateful for, just be grateful for this body, for the breath, the family, and so on. And create practice daily that would anchor you. That's how you start your day. And always, always return to breath.
Yes. Now you will be back again. I mean, I'm back in this episode to, say something else if you want for about a minute. But let me just wrap up my material and we'll be right back to you. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Now remember, I revitalize people's lives in many different areas of health and mindset, and I start with the gut. And I also start with mindset. And I can help people with hormones, blood sugar, brain and heart, bone and joint, immunity, people that are anxious up to athletes, because I guide them to clean, toxic-free foods and high-quality essential nutrient products that reduce symptoms. You'll feel better, be more reductive. And not only that, you're going to be, you may even release weight. I release an additional 20 pounds, and you get to uplift your mood. With my mindset coaching, I help you release stress, emotions, entanglements from the past, as well as helping you throughout your journey of reshaping your core beliefs. Your mindset will be enhanced. Now, with my health optimization and weight release, your body will be more efficient. So that's the mind-body solution that will make your heart sing. So ask me about my programs. Set up a complimentary consultation at Debi Changes Lives, DebiChangesLive as in Victory ES.com/Linktree, LINKTREE. And when you do that, you get to know me, I get to know you, and I guide you to optimal health. It begins with 1 or 2 assessments. The first one is the health evaluation, where you're going to rate your symptoms the last 30 days in 4 categories of health. Some questions overlap in different categories. Answer them all. You'll get a baseline score. I'll review it with you. And when you move forward with my services, I'll create that custom natural holistic strategy for you, and we'll monitor your progress on a monthly basis. I also have 2 different body Zeta scans as well. And I guess Alma needs to leave early. Can we just have her come back and I'll finish up? You have to leave early?
Maybe in a couple of minutes, yes.
Okay, so that sinus scan, let's go back. That sinus scan is actually it's what's going to do is I'm going to send you a link to your phone, and I love it because I can do it remotely and internationally, and what it is it's a transdermal optical imaging app where you will use this link to scan your face for 30 seconds, and you need to, and when you do that, it's going to look for energetic, functional, emotional, and different body systems and lifestyles. And it's going to create, and I love that emotional part of it. It's going to create a wellness report of biomarkers out of range and products and services back into range. And I do review it with you because it's quite intensive. The cost of that scan is $75. And if you move forward with a program or product, I will help you give you a credit for a product or a program. Now, the Zero Link is a transdermal optical imaging app, also known as TOI. It's quite accurate. You can look it up at pubmed.gov. And if you want to do the scan, people are really amazed what it tells them about their body, and you'll be too. So either you can ask me questions in my consultation or just do the scan and see what they're talking about. On the site are my programs. Take Your Body Back is a 12-week weight release mindset coaching program that you're going to be utilizing a new version of you to drive you for your success. All coaching is done on Zoom, and the first one's always private to you because I am a certified HIPAA health compliant practitioner, and any evaluation is private to you. The rest of the so I'll be going through that. I also give you a choice between 3 different plans, and I give you directions on one, as well as I give you instructions how to create a new version of you that will drive you with emotion and passion to achieve your health and weight transformational goals throughout your journey. And the rest of the coaching, whether it's group or privately, celebrating wins, I'll be guiding you, helping you use your boards and guiding you over gaps. You will become a new you. You ask me questions on the consultation. Why Fast is a do-it-yourself program. You can ask me questions about that. It's an intermittent fasting program with high-dense nutrition and high-quality essential nutrients. And you can't do it yourself, or you can do a smaller program as a 2 or 4 week program. I also have mindset enhancement and health optimization. You can use smaller programs to start off, but those are usually a longer journey, and you would want to probably pay for the bigger program, or you can create a custom program for you as well. Now, for people that are women who are ages 30 to you can go to the next slide. Women that ages 30 to 100, I have a system called Hope. I'm really amazed by the system. It's for women ages 30 to 100. And I didn't realize I had certain symptoms. Digestion was one of them, and it's really helping for that. So ask me more about it. It's a complete health system. It has probiotics and other things in it. And also there's a natural solution for the GLP-1, which with no side effects. It's the YGY 30-day system, GLP system. Ask me about that. And also Debi's coaching chats, I still offering as a 30-minute coaching session in an intimate group setting. So if I pick a topic, this is on Tuesdays at 4 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, and that's at Debi Changes Lives /chats, and you learn what my coaching is all about. Finally, subscribe to my newsletter, which is at debichangeslives.com /radio and TV show, and I'll give you a gift, a 30-day health and mindset daily action journal where you record your gratitudes, thoughts, feelings, emotions, food, water, supplements, and exercise on a daily basis. And you can also track your measurements. Then you want to review it on a daily, weekly, monthly basis and see your wins and celebrate them. Find your gaps to work on. And if you need help bridging your gap, you contact me for coaching. This is a great health and mindset awareness tool. I'm certain that you found this show educational, enlightening, and enjoyed it. Reach out to me for my services, products, programs, and offers, and reach out to Alma for her services and offers. Now, do we have time to bring Alma back? We don't hear. Are you muted?
Yes, I can hear for a couple of minutes. My dog might be in the background, but yes, I'm here.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to add before we close up the show?
No, I simply want to tell all the viewers, first of all, you're doing a wonderful work with what you're doing. I was listening to your presentation, and also Water is very important daily. Water has to do with the emotions and second chakra. What I want to close this interview is this, that the abundance is not something that you chase, it's something that you tune into. The more you do the inner work, the better would be reflected on the outer work. That's all. And wishing you all prosperity, live from the heart.
Yes. And I completely with you. It's something, not you're going to chase money or abundance. You need to do the inner work. So thank you for being here. So continue to enjoy my radio and TV show, Debi Changes Lives, at 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, where your holistic journey begins.